All right, here we have another multiple choice question involving unit balancing or unit analysis. We got to be careful here though, because this one says which of the following equations is not correct by unit analysis. I think the number of times that I've taken a test and it said not, and I accidentally interpreted it as if that were not there, and then got the wrong answer has happened to me a few times. So be careful with questions like that. Make sure to read all the words, right? And similar assumptions as last time, so we got area and volume and everything else, all the lowercase letters represent length. And we can see A was actually, I think that is the same formula that was the correct answer in the last example. And for those of you who are into obscure volume formulas, I believe that is actually the volume of a cone right there. But we're looking for the one that is not correct. And we already saw that this was like volume and length squared times length. So they were both length cubed, right? And maybe, I don't know, maybe I can dispense with writing all these. Maybe we can just kind of look at each one. This is area is equal to pi. Pi, no units. But then I've got a quantity, right? Because parenthesis means there's a quantity is being opened there. So this is getting a little bit more mathematically intricate, I guess. Of a squared plus b squared. If a is a length and b is a length, well, obviously a squared is a length squared. What happens when you add them? Well, when you add length squared to length squared, it's still dimensions of length squared. It's kind of like if you add an apple to an apple, you've still got dimensions of apples, I guess, if that's really a dimension. But in that sense, I think this one checks out. But we're looking for the one that doesn't check out. So, yeah, okay, this one, I think B is not the answer, therefore. Okay, C is maybe a little weird looking. What's this symbol right there? The program I use for this slide doesn't always do justice, I think, to the letter L. And this is meant to be the lowercase letter L, so I'll just say that. In other words, I think that that is a length, because I don't think we're using any capital I's here. That certainly wasn't given to us anyway. So L is length on that side. Okay, that was good. Equals pi times r. I think that's also a length, so everything looks good now. If we just add another length to it, that'd be okay, right? Oh, but look at this. 2d squared. The exponent 2 in particular messes things up here because that's a length squared. So we're taking length plus length squared. And, it turns out we kind of focused when we looked at the key concepts for this topic on dimensions or units balancing on either side of an equal sign. But it turns out it's also not okay. It's not correct in that sense by unit analysis, maybe saying it in a more broad sense there, to have one term have units of length and another one that is added to that term have units of length squared. So I think C is going to be the answer. Maybe just to double check, let me check D real quick, make sure that should work, right? Since this is a not correct kind of question. And I think it does, because it's got area is equal to a bunch of numbers times the length squared. So I think that one does check out. So I'm going to say that C must be the correct answer. That one clearly had a flaw in it, and there it is. That's the correct answer.